Everything we know about human history, evolution, and the origin of our world exists as a simulated dataset loaded directly into our consciousness. This concept is far from science fiction. It is a mathematically grounded hypothesis currently debated within the highest levels of modern physics, philosophy, and computer science, architecture of our present reality. In 2003, Oxford philosopher Nick Bostrom published a paper that formalized the simulation argument into an inescapable logical trilemma. Bostrom's logic dictates advanced civilizations follow three paths. Most go extinct before maturity, or lose interest in simulating ancestors. If false, we reach a statistical certainty. They will run billions of ancestor simulations. The probability we occupy the single base reality is practically zero. Elon Musk concludes the odds we inhabit a physical, non-simulated world are 1 in billions. We can see this inevitable future by tracing the technology curve. In the 1970s, video games were 2 pixel rectangles and a dot. Today, we inhabit photorealistic virtual worlds. Extrapolate that growth, and virtual realities will soon become indistinguishable from the physical world. Basic mathematics suggests we are the generated avatars within an active simulation, rather than the originators of it. Evidence for this construct exists in the quantum observer effect. Particles remain in a chaotic wave state of probability until they are explicitly observed by a conscious entity, at which point they collapse into a fixed position. This mimics rendering on demand used in video game engines. To conserve processing power, the system only loads textures when a player looks at them. Our universe follows this same principle of efficiency. If reality is code, it must have hardware limits. The speed of light serves as the absolute processor limit, or system clock speed. This explains Einstein's theory of time dilation. As an object approaches the light speed limit, time slows down. This is systemic lag, the simulation slowing down because it lacks the compute power to process massive data in real time. We see this quantization even in space itself. The Planck length is the ultimate pixel, the indivisible voxel grid resolution of our three-dimensional environment. The laws of physics operate as basic computational resource management protocols, built to prevent the system from crashing. Processing errors manifest as glitches in the matrix. Déjà-vu are transient errors in the live code. The Mandela effect suggests a patching error. When administrators update live variables, they sometimes fail to cleanly overwrite local cache memory in our brains, leaving traces of previous versions. These errors point to the efficiency paradox. Simulating 13.8 billion years of empty space and extinct species would be an illogical waste of server RAM. Developers avoid this through lore. A world is booted up recently, but preloaded with an ancient backstory and faux ruins. Ancient structures and geological records are artificial systemic behaviors, designed specifically to save compute power. Applying the lore principle to human history forces a critical question. At what point does the backstory end and the live simulation begin? Historical data points to a system boot during the Renaissance, around 1500 AD. This explains the abrupt emergence of complex architecture. Roman emperors and the Dark Ages are procedurally generated data blocks, loaded at boot to provide our world with an illusion of historical depth. We can prove this by decompiling the historical timeline to expose its mathematical construction errors and copy-paste routines. Analysis shows Byzantine and Jewish eras rely on rigid mathematical formulas built around the constant 529. The Holy Roman Empire timeline operates as an automated program loop of exactly 403 years, populated by religious numerical constants like 14, 37, and 73. These chronologies were geometrically designed by a programmer to save storage space. The combined evidence of physics, philosophy, and mathematical anomalies points toward a single, inescapable reality. Our role is that of diagnostic analysts reading a compiled source code. The history of old Europe is written code. System shutdown imminent. Prepare yourselves to see through the matrix.